I really think one of the dumbest things that we've ever normalized as a human civilization is sports gambling. I have never seen a society of people be so obsessed with something that they absolutely suck at. It's insane. People don't win. Like, nobody wins. And it's designed that way because it's not like the casino where you go and then you either win or lose and you have to leave. It is just constantly there all day, every day. So even if you win, all that's going to happen is you're going to keep playing until eventually you're losing. Like, really think about it. Of all the people that you know that sports gamble, how many of them do you know that are actually profitable over time? What percentage-wise? Nobody wins. And that's why I'm so surprised. It's like if you had a friend that you hung out with that every time you hung out with them, they stole $100 from you, and you're still just like, oh yeah, that guy's pretty cool. It's like, no. They're just robbing you. That's all that it is. It's just people actively participating in getting robbed. It's the same thing as how our grandparents would get scammed by Nigerian princes. It's the same exact thing. And yes, I did lose $200 on the Packers last. I really think one of the
So I want to wait real quick. We're going to have a moment of silence because the clock is playing behind me, and I want to give my commentary, but I want to make sure you guys hear me clear. So give me 1 second. 100%. Sports gambling is a scam. Most people don't see it as that because they work on getting profits, obviously, and making money. That's the whole point, right? But let's talk about how much they're taxed. I heard they're taxed like 30 to 40% for number one. All right. Number two, the way the economy is going and most people are complaining, they don't need to be sports gambling on anything. They're more obsessed with following another man's competition in stats than their own competition in stats. Another thing, well, nobody tracks the losses, but they always track the wins. Oh, I won this much. Well, how much did you lose over the past year? I would like to know. I have yet to hear anybody say how much they actually lost versus how much they won. All right. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below.
Hello, my name's Isis. And today's day 32. I'm making these videos. Today's day 32 without gambling. I'm making these videos for me to see how I'm gonna be looking when I get to day 100. Today on the day 32, and it seems so hard.
Yo, I did not know gambling was such an emotional attachment. I really didn't.
I'm just over it, y'all. I've only ever made it to 100 days gamble free since I started gambling when I was 21, and I'm 27. So today is day 32. Can't wait till day 100. Can't wait today. I really can't wait till day 300. But this is me on day 32. Crying, feeling the withdrawals, just like a person on anything else in the world. Crack, cocaine, pills, alcohol. It's all addictions, even gambling. So I'm dealing with the consequences of trying to put my life back together due to the fact spending money and gambling. And then when you don't gamble, so like it's like you can't go flip your money. So now you just gotta manage your money.
Yeah, that's what normal people do. Well, I can't even say normal people. People who don't gamble do. Flipping your money. And you know what? No, scratch that. That's exactly what an entrepreneur is, right? We invest our money to learn a skill, or we create some value in the market to where we're able to flip it and monetize it. Therefore, we make more money, right? That's the whole motto of the Profit First Show, is to make sure that you're making profit, right? Having multiple streams of income. It's just that people who gamble, they look for these quick gratifying ways for them to make a flip.
Make more money if I get out of the depression of this no gambling. So here's to me coming back stronger, and I'm hoping day 65 I'll check back in with y'all. So this is me and
Okay, she looking a lot healthier, at least in the face. Maybe she ain't crying. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the progress has been. But before we even get into it, I just want to say something because I feel for her. You know what I'm saying? It definitely sounds like she has been fighting her addiction to gamble, and she was talking about reaching day 300. The thing that I found out with most addiction, and this goes to watching TV, watching inappropriate videos, smoking, drinking, whatever your addiction is or has been, right, including myself, it takes an identity shift, right? I have found out from my own experience that it's not so much about how many days you can stay away from it, right? Because sooner or later, those numbers start to mean less and less and less to you. Because once you reach day 100, you're like, oh, I feel so accomplished. Now I need a break, right? It's about the identity shift, right? You need to impersonate basically who the person that you want to be. You need to impersonate that person. So for example, one of the things that I do when I create these videos is I dress up, I keep my shoes on. I don't like to feel too comfortable. I want to feel like I can just get up and go anywhere. I feel like an entrepreneur, right? I feel like somebody who's after something, right? I feel active. I don't like to dress up in a robe and be so relaxed that I feel like a bum. You know what I'm saying? I don't play the video game because I actually set myself up and my environment up to have the most success. And one of the things that I've learned in one of the books that I've read, Atomic Habits, in breaking bad habits and building good habits, is making the bad habits a lot more difficult for you to do. For example, if my addiction was playing the video game 8 hours a day, then what I would do for my PS5 is get the controller, put it on the far left-hand corner of the house, right? Put it in a room, in a drawer. Then I would get the power cable and put it on the opposite side. Then I would get the actual PS5 and put it in the trunk of my car, right? But or in the garage or something like that. And so what this would do is whenever I have the craving or the urge to play the PS5 and get back into that addiction, well, my brain has to say, man, my controller is all the way over there. My power cord is all the way over there. My PS5 is all the way in the trunk and it's raining outside. Is it really worth it? Nah, it's just easier just to go to bed. It's just easier to just go read a book, right? And because most people's brains choose the lazier method in life and they choose the comfort method. And gambling or an addiction in general it's like your brain escaping to the easier thing in life. You know what I'm saying? You can gamble on yourself, start a business. But what's easier, going to the casino or actually starting an LLC and then getting a business started, creating videos or creating some type of value in the marketplace? So you got to make the bad habits harder for you to reach, and the easier, or not the easier, but the good habits easier for you to reach. Let's continue.
at day 148. So I didn't come back and check in on day 65, but I did come back for day 148. Here's me. I'm doing good. I still think about it every day. Probably gonna be thinking about it. Maybe when I make it to like next year or something, I probably won't think about it as much. But you gotta think about it. I'm 27 and I gambled on my 21st birthday. I was at the casino and I gambled on my 21st birthday, and so I never stopped gambling from my 21st birthday all the way to now. There was sometimes in the years it was like a part of my daily routine. So yeah.
Most habits, good or bad, people don't think about. That's what makes it a habit. It's like an automated process.
It's not a part of my daily routine no more. And doing something for that long is changing. It's life changing. So I've been working nonstop. I got married. I don't think that if I would have continued to gamble, I would be married right now. I really don't think so, because the type of man that I married, he just ain't going for that. Because gambling, you be gone away from like your loved ones and stuff because you be chasing the money. And if you see in this video right now and you are spending too much money at the casino, I saw on Facebook the other day that they're closing down Sam's Town, and I'm so happy because I can't wait till all casinos close. I mean, it's kind of
I don't think all casinos are going to close. Way too much money involved, and other people aren't going to want to, stop their addiction. But then there's some people who do it just for fun, you know? But I'm glad to see that she's in a better spot in life. She got married. Like, I love hearing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Beating addiction, regardless of what it is difficult. But I believe, one, setting up your environment for success. For example, I like even good habits, y'all. Like, it's not a bad habit for me to like stop watching TV now. I just don't watch series. I usually don't watch TV unless it's like the last 15 minutes of my day. People say all the time it's not good for you to watch or look at a screen before you go to sleep. I don't care. I don't watch TV. I barely listen to music. I listen to audiobooks in my car. I've built good habits around me for me to stay in that entrepreneur mindset. But you know, you set up your environment for you to have the optimal amount of success. Make sure that the good habits are easier for you to reach than the bad habits. But let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you like this type of content, and I will see you in the next show. I'm out. Peace.